Hey, my name is Ralph and I'm a Flexfilm. We're in Indiana. We're here to see Dan the Man Harris. We are actually in the best tent shop in Indy. Y'all come on inside, let's check him out. All right, now we're inside. Listen, this is really cool. This is not too big, it's not too small, kind of warm and cozy. He's got posters on the wall to help people make decisions. He's got the wow box right here on his front counter. He's got the even ring bell for service. Looks like he's got some paint protection film here. Oh, look at here. These are our premium display boards that tell all the shades, the products. It's clean, man, I love it. Over here, there's a piece of glass. Look at this, it's real thick, probably half inch. All the shades, there's the products, there's the prices. This is beautiful, okay? I want to mosey on over here. This is a really nice, comfortable room to sit in while you wait. Look at it, man. Now that we've seen the front, let's go check out the back. Okay, now we're in the back. Secret lock to get in. Let me close the door behind us. This is so unwanted people can get back here. The door to the front is right there. I like the way the shop is set up. I like how everything goes on in the front. It's separate from the back. You pull cars in the very back. That way it keeps your business in separate from your customer in. Quite ingenious. Now, I just want to point out, this is a beautiful space. It's super clean. I can't believe how clean this place is. I mean, they could probably eat off the floor, no problem. Right here, we got necessary chemicals. We got a place to put window film, and we have Dan himself over here working on the plotter. I like his setup, man. He's got his computer right here. He's got his plotter. He's got a place to put his trash. He's over here working on this table when he weeds his patterns. He's using these to as a pill board. He could take the pill boards with the film over to the car. That's smart, don't have to walk so far. Thinking outside the box there. Nice toolbox. Another trash can for when you're weeding, you gotta have that. That's pretty cool. This is the stuff that you protect people's door panels with. I love this stuff, it's pretty cool. And he's got about everything else you can think of. Shop glass over here, heat guns over here, cameras he can see. But let's make this video at this point focus on this floor. I mean, look at this floor. I don't know whether to dive in it or to walk on it or to moonwalk on it. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I love the floor, man. You did a great job. I love this shop, man. I would let you tent my car any day of the week right here in this shop. I want to know how you got here in Carmel, and I'd like to know how you have such a cool shop, man. Where did it start?
It started back in 2012. After the mortgage collapse in 2008, we were going around to dealerships and installing the cars, the tinting for the cars when they were sold. And we started losing dealerships because everybody stopped spending money. And I knew that I was going to have to make a transition from strictly dealer work to the retail end of the business. Of all the places in Indianapolis that could support us through lean times, I thought Carmel, Indiana would be the best place. There's a lot of really nice cars and a good household base income that would support that, and people up here will spend the money.
You're in a really nice area. Just to elaborate on spending money, there's a lot of nice dealerships around here. This is probably the I guess the most friendly part of town for people to want to buy higher end products. You seem to be helping people on the higher levels. When did you get into ceramic window film?
About 3 or 4 years ago, and I found that as I introduced it, that people didn't want just a look. They wanted performance. They wanted the film to actually work.
Are you only using ceramic, or are you still using other products as well, other technologies as well?
The bulk of our business is with ceramic, nano-ceramic film. Our second seller is a nanocarbon film, and then the dyed film comes behind that.
So are you selling more alternative window films to dye? Or are you selling more dyed film?
Yeah, we're selling more of your performance-based films, the ceramics and the carbons over the dye. The dye just looks good, and people realize it just doesn't keep them comfortable inside their car.
How are you doing so well selling ceramic? I did notice a heat box up front. Is that playing any role in your success?
Absolutely. Of course, we do market pretty hard on our website to educate people what our products do. But when they come into the shop and they actually feel the difference between a dyed, really dark dyed film and a very light ceramic film, for the way we've got it priced, it's a no-brainer for them.
So you're able to basically sell window film based on emotion using your heat box, and the customers you have are able to make their choice, and you are successful getting them to say, shoot, yeah, man, I'll take the higher performing film.
Yeah, for the most part. There are a lot of our client base, though, that do a lot of research, and they read a lot on our website, and then they watch videos on YouTube and whatnot. And when they come in here, they're pretty much already leaning towards ceramic. But then when I show them the heat box, that seals the deal.
Sounds like you've got a lot of pre-framing going on. People are finding you probably on Google. Are you on Google? Mm-hmm. And so you show up there in a favorable position. Mm-hmm. So but when people go to your website, you seem to be able to show people on your website that you can help them on a higher level than just put a dyed film on.
Absolutely.
And that's present on your website.
Absolutely.
Man, that's awesome. So apparently that helps you convert. So when people call, this is my question, are they asking for ceramic now when they're calling you, or are you still having to bring them into it?
I would say it's about 60-40. 60% of the people are already predisposed to ceramic. The other 40, I have to let them know what we do and what we offer and why we're different than other shops. But for the most part, people are already leaning. In fact, I've had people cut me off and say, well, I was thinking about ceramic, and then I don't have to go any further. I just talk about ceramic.
If you didn't have the heat box, how would that affect your sales?
Dramatically. It would negatively impact it.
Really? So it's that important?
Absolutely.
It's almost, do you feel like when you tell them how wonderful ceramic is, that if you didn't have the heat box, that it wouldn't validate you? Is that when they put their hand there, it must be
Yeah, absolutely.
the decision-making factor.
They don't know me from the next guy down the road. They don't trust a lot of people that they're buying things from, but they do trust their hand, and that's where the heat box really seals the deal.
I agree with that. That seems to be what we see everywhere else. Okay, I'm just very curious. This is my favorite question. Why did you actually choose Flexfilm, and how long have you been with Flexfilm?
Oh, I've almost lost track. I think since 2013, perhaps. And I chose Flexfilm because of the knowledge base of yourself. You get it. Your history, your background's a window tint. I don't have to explain an issue when I have one. You automatically understand. You know the fix for it. You've been down this road. You relate. And the film quality is very high. I've never had an issue with this film. So I've bet the farm on it, and as long as it continues to hold up well and you're still alive and back in the business, I feel very comfortable continuing to use it.
Well, I appreciate that. What I want to know is I want these listeners to know how did you discover ceramic? Like, when did you know the day, like when you could put your hand in front of it or your customer's hand, that it was different? When did all that happen, and how did you put it together in your head? Hey, I can make money with this, and I can help people on a higher level. When did that happen? How did that happen?
It dawned on me one day that I used to have 3 different companies, one type of film, all dyed. Mm-hmm. These were high quality products, good brand names. I knew them, but it dawned on me one day that almost everybody that walked through that door didn't know the name of the company. They might have recognized 3M, might have even noticed Lumar, but I was selling one type of film, and people were saying, I want something to keep me cool. and then the light bulb went off. I'm not selling performance. I need to sell something that actually works and makes people comfortable in their car, answers the question or the reason why they sought out window tint in the first place. Since there were newer technologies available, I needed to start going that direction. And I stumbled upon carbon first and then ceramic. And then when I got the heat box in, it was a natural transition.
Okay, here's one of my biggest questions. I'd love to hear what you got to say about this. There are other tinters in the area. There are other brands of window film in the area, and I'm going to say there's really some respectable name brands of window film in the area. You mentioned earlier even 3M. How do you feel with that? You've got Flexfilm, you've got our products. Does that hold you back? Has Flexfilm helped you overcome the brands? How do you battle the brands that are out there?
Brand recognition is a big deal with some people, but it's the minority of the people. Mm-hmm. Most people don't care who makes the film. They just want it to work. And initially I was concerned because no one had heard of Flexfilm. But it's the performance of the film that actually sells the film. I've got people coming in now that when they see what the film does, they, oh yeah, my buddy's got that. Mm-hmm. And they talk about this all the time. And so brand recognition of Flexfilm is starting to gain, it's like a snowball rolling downhill, it's starting to gain momentum. I'm not concerned about the brand so much anymore. I'm more concerned with performance, and if it works and people like it, that's all I need to sell.
So what do you do when someone walks in and they've done the research, like you say happens, and they say, I want X brand like 3M or Lumar, Hooper Optics, Formula One, these brands that are popular, been around for a long time, that have a great reputation. What do you do? How do you combat that?
Well, first of all, I tell them I don't sell those films. And when they ask me why, I say because I've been in this business long enough and I've done my research, and I feel that for what I'm offering, this is the best product they could have on their car.
Is that when you would take the heat box demonstration and put it in?
Well, I would explain, I show the displays, I explain what dyed film, how we've had it for 40, 50 years. It was the first option. And then I move them up to carbon, tell them about how that actually reflects or absorbs infrared heat, radiation. And then for a little bit more, they can have a little bit more heat rejection. And at that point, then I put their hand in front of the heat box and I show them, I say, all of what I've told you is just gonna spin in your head, but when you need to see this demonstration. So then I put their hand in front of the heat box and they're like, yeah, that makes sense.
So with all your efforts of your pre-frame, your website, your nice facility, your awesome front end where your displays, your heat box, they demand a brand name film, that's maybe in the area, or you do your magic. Do you have any problems converting people to use Flexfilm?
No. I tell them that, in my opinion, this is the best product for the best price and has the best performance of all of them. And I let them make their decision. I've never lost a customer over brand.
Well, that's interesting. I appreciate you sharing that with us. That's, you seem to be an entrepreneur. You're figuring things out. You're thinking outside the box, and you've got this confidence about you when you understand the product and know how it works. And it seems like you are, helping people on a higher level. Well, Dan, I appreciate your time. We probably need to wrap this up. We got actual tent jobs about to come in. And I appreciate you sharing information with us about your experiences with our film, and appreciate your business, and thank you for your time, man. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.